Uh-oh. Somebody learned how to handicap.
Yes. All right. This week's Derby prep cap is the Rebel. Now, here's the field for the Rebel, but here's some things of interest. And it was big news this week, and we talked about it. You've talked about it on the air, I know. But you look back at last year's Derby. Medina Spirit was finally disqualified from the Derby. Now, with that disqualification, Mandaloun was named the Derby champ. It also brought about a 90-day suspension for trainer Bob Baffert. But even prior to this, Cap, any Baffert horses racing in Derby preps were not able to earn points. Now, in this race in the Rebel, he's got Newgrange, a horse that would have earned points in the Southwest, but it changes the complexion of the Derby for who could get into the gate, because this could be 50 points taken away from another horse who just can't get in there. So how are you going to treat Baffert horses for these prep races, and what's going to be your consideration moving forward? Are you going to hold any type of bias based off the recent news there on Medina Spirit?
The Baffert camp, which is deep, talented. I'm not just talking about the horses. Everybody that works there wants to say to the racing establishment, we're getting a raw deal, so we are going to be as sharp and as buttoned up as possible, and that's why I'm on Newgrange. I know it's 9-5. I know this is a horse that can't pick up the 50 points, but I think there's nothing Bob Baffert would like more than to say, yeah, I'm sorry, Ben Diesel or Dash Attack or Texas Red Hot. Sorry you can't get those 50 points. I can't either, but I kept you from getting them.
If you're the owners of this horse, sure, you'd love to have Derby dreams and that. You'd love to go on to the Derby. You'd also love to win $1 million race. This is $1 million race. It's $600,000 into your pockets if this horse wins. And I looked up and down this field here, Cap, for the Rebel, and it was really weird because I didn't think this was a strong race. I didn't think it was a very good race. I thought this is a lot of horses here are kind of allowance type of horses that maybe someone steps up, maybe someone runs really well. But when you talk about just the lock for the race, I think you're right, Cap. I think the lock for the race is the two. That's Newgrange. This is a horse that, it was interesting, raced at Oaklawn on January the 29th. Returned to the West Coast to Santa Anita, to Baffert's home base, got a couple of works. They're going back to Oaklawn. This didn't stop the horse before. And you look at it, to me, Lockski of the race by far. If you get 9-5 on Newgrange, Cap, I think this is value, don't you?
I completely agree, because I don't expect to get that type of return on my investment. This horse is a beast, really talented animal. Unfortunate that we probably will not get to see this horse the first Saturday in May.
So here's our sleepers in the Rebel Stakes. And Cap, I'm going to start with the 9, Barber Road. This is a horse from the barn of John Ortiz, who ran second to Newgrange in that last out in the Southwest. And this was a horse that was wide throughout, came running late and ran really well late. And I think it's going to be a similar type of trip in this spot. I don't think there's as much pace to chase, though, for Barber Road. So maybe picking up the pieces a little bit too late. But I go to Barber Road. You go to a different road. You go to Ethereal Road. This one's 12-1, Capper. You're giving us a little bit of value here.
I am, because this is a horse that did not run well in the maiden special weights in 2021. I advise everyone to go back and watch as it big win in its 3-year-old debut, coming from 16 lengths back. Won a maiden special weight race going away at Oaklawn on Jan 29. This is just a second slower than what Newgrange ran in the Southwest an hour earlier. And this is a horse that is coming in really sharp, in great form.
All right, now long shots for the race. You had Ethereal Road at 12-1 for this race. Your long shot's still a pretty good price, though, in the Rebel. That's a horse by the name of Chasing Time. What do you like with Chasing Time, Cap?
I've talked to 3 or 4 people that I really respect in the game, and they believe it's the best horse in the race. In fact, our friend John Yurkovich, I was telling him this morning, Yurko, I'm going to do the show with Jimmy. We're going to chop it up on our horse racing show. He said, kid, let me save you some time. Chasing Time is going to win the race. I said, that's my long shot play. He said, That should be your lock.
Kayvod from the horse from the inside is the other one that's going to show some speed in this race. This is a horse that finished 4th to Newgrange in the Southwest. This was a horse that carved out the early fractions in that race, but got pushed along a little bit in that spot. If Francisco Arrieta can just get the horse to relax a little bit on the lead, it wouldn't surprise me if this horse is there late and maybe hangs around at a little bit of a price as well. But both of these horses could be in the mix the entire way around. And at the top of the lane, we both could be cheering for our long shots, Cap. Here's how we're going to spend our $100, Cap. And looking at things right now, it's interesting because we both have Newgrange on top, but the way we're spending it's a little bit differently. So if Newgrange wins, you're going to get the jump on me for the wagers here, my friend. So why don't you talk through your picks, your selections here, and how you're going to wager $100?
Okay, so I do believe Newgrange is going to win the race. So I'm putting a little bit more than you are on the win ticket, a $40 win ticket, and a $30 just because you never know, a $30 place bet. I'm assuming I'm going to cash both those tickets, and then I'm going $10 exactas, but I am keying Newgrange on top and then throwing 3 horses underneath. So I like where I'm at with Chasing Time and Ethereal Road and Barber Road all underneath.
I like the way you handicap this race. I like the way you bet this race. You go into a race with conviction, Cap, and you did. You said Newgrange is the best horse. This is the horse that's going to win. And because of that, that's why you key the horse on top of the 3 others. So when you're betting the race, hey, Newgrange is all or nothing. This horse has to win, but you think the horse is going to win. I do as well. So hypothetically, we could both win in this race, and you're going to make more money.
My favorite time of year, man. We get ready for March Madness, right into the Derby. Throw a Masters in there. A lot of prep racing. Yeah, I'm excited.
That's right. I'm excited too as well, Cap. Good luck to you this week. Good luck to everybody else this week with their selections. And Cap, hey, let's do it again next week.
You got it. May all your tickets cash and download that Club Hawthorne app.